Okay, the British really dealt with Benin Kingdom and really dealt with the Benin Kingdom. So one Kenneth Obadaye don't come out, come out, come throw light on the whole matter. And come out, come throw light on the whole matter. Come talk how Benin, the British they dealt with us, blah blah blah, all and all. Some things when the Benin's pass through, you can't throw more light over the the matter. Even though say some matter dey be say you go still talk, some pipu still dey drag the matter, dey still dey drag am, say na lie no be lie. You know say whatever has to do with Benin history, a lot of persons, a lot of tribes no dey accept am. The reason why dey no dey accept am be say dey believe say if dey accept the Benin history, Benin will be seen as superior to dem. That is the belief of most of them. Not be say they don't know say history dey. Some of them they don't know about their history. Some of them just wake up just dey begin dey argue history wey they no even get idea over. And some of them they've been given the wrong information about the history. While majority of them they believe if they accept the history of the Benin people, they will be seen the Benin will be seen as superior over them. That superiority makes a lot of tribes dey refuse to accept the Benin history. But this same history so na true and na fact. Okay, meanwhile I go play the video from make una hear from am.
Yeah, hello everyone. Um, for a long, I want to say good morning to everyone. For the past few days, I've been trying to carry out some research, but I in my period of some of the text I was reading as Benin, or though we are really the British dealt with us because we stood up to challenge their authority. Now, as I said, most of these Yoruba, I'll call them these association members called Yorubas, do not understand that before the coming of the British in 16th century, the British have been trading with the Beninese. Even the Oba Ozulu, I also give them credit. The Dutch, the French were trading with the Beninese. Now, these people use sculpture and what do you call it, drawing to give the Beninese bad name. Even if you look at some texts, some things you see, they said Beninese were doing human sacrifice. Do you know what those statements were making? They were making those statements is to turn the British society against us, for them to have a reason for the British Marine and forces to attack the Benin interest. Now, if you see that fight, the Benin invasion or the Benin massacre, it was done around Overton and the palace. They didn't show that city of the Benin. Not that the Beninese were not educated. If you look at the 1897 civilization that have come, people have started, the Beninese were speaking Portuguese and English. Some of them were coming to Lagos to go to school. Even when we are saying that Tijani Oluwole and the Dejos and the Oba took them to court to claim their land. If Tijani Oluwole was educated and others were educated, they can read and write. What about the Pereiras and co? Because I was trying to clear people that the Pereira, the Cardoso are not indigenous to this place. They came from Brazil now, because the Catholic brought them. So when I see people say Yorubas are in Sierra Leone, most of the Yorubas in the West African coast are actually free slaves. They are not indigenous to those places. Even the ones who came from Brazil are slaves. What Benin call Ovien. Where do you see Benin around? Well, there's one I saw, the only one man who was in the US. They caught him in the 18th century. He was still talking about Benin. Even Olonda Estetano, the Olonda guy, was still claiming that he's from Benin Abo. He was 11 years old. So as I was saying I was telling somebody yesterday, the name Igbo is not your name. It's a British creation. British gave the Igbos, created power for the Igbos and the Yorubas. But the Igbos were the one that allowed it to slip out their hand because of the 1967 war. 1967 war. These two groups were not formidable like 200 years before the coming of the British. Portuguese never had any relationship with them now. Even today, when you meet them, somebody from Abeokuta is telling you that Egba is the owner here to Lagos Island. Ijebus have never claimed here. Ijebus too, they were also having their own area, colony. The British were scared of them. They want to engage them in war. And the Ijebu was also involved in slave trading extensively, because most of the who they were selling, people from Ibadan. The way Oyo were selling people, they were also selling people. They will capture, go to war, to towns, and take them and sell. But the Beninese, as people protected the current Ondo houses, the Kales, and none of them will sell down to Ekiti. But today, nobody is talking about that. Now, recently, the waterfronts, the Lagos State government relocated the sawmillers down to Ikorodu. Most of those sawmillers are Edona, the Ishan people, and some few Yoruba and Ilaje. Where does this timber come from? The timber come from Oyo, or it come through the waterway in Ovia, Benin waterway, Saple and Co. That's where the timber comes there. And it has been there for over 200 or 500 years. Most of the wood you use for houses were coming from that lagoon front. Now, imagine somebody from Oyo, for 3 generations, he has been living in a swampy area, inside Plank, Akpako house. To the extent government now came to dream. See, these are the people who grew the terrorists, the urban terrorists now we have in Lagos. They were just bearing children. They don't have. The problem is that is their elders who tell them that Lagos is their land. Lagos is your land. You come from Osun or anywhere. You are paying rent. You are calling Lagos your land. Now they have chased them away. All of them, they are moving to Ikorodu area. Some of them didn't survive it. Now, do you know another thing again that affected us as Beninese? Do you know for 33 years, the British didn't allow us to join the military? Do you know why they didn't allow us to join the military? They learned from the Afghanistan mistake. During the First World War, the British recruited people from Afghanistan and the Arab to fight along with them. When those ones came, Egypt and co, they turned against the British. Even the Italians recruited the Ethiopians to fight along with them during the First World War. This is how the Salasia came into place. He was an Italian military general now, military officer. He came and recruited his retired military. If you look at what happened between Burkina Faso, some part of Mali, when French killed over 500 or 1,000 Beninois, French African troops, you said them for mutiny. They killed them because they don't want them to return back to their base, not to threaten French interests. Do you also know America killed a lot of blacks who fought along that war? America was having over 100,000 blacks, slaves, who then conscripted into the war. When they returned back to the US, all of them were killed. Do you know what they were killing them? It got to a time that they were killing them. The Catholic now weeding. That's how they now Uruguay, Argentina were killing black soldiers because they don't want them to have a formidable military grant. That's the people they now packed to Liberia, Sierra Leone, and most of them were these Yoruba slaves. Today, you see everybody claiming Lagos. Then when somebody were arguing with me, and I carry out research on him, he's just a Kwaran, somebody from Kwara, who is in Lagos Island. He's claiming it's Aleku, that they are the owner of Eko. So what I'm putting here to here, the only people who were loyal to us, who stood beside us, even in our difficult time as Benin people, were the Urobo. The Urobos. Most of those Ogara, all those towns were created by the Robo generals. Urobo, Isoko, Ishekiri were uttered along the line. Do you know there was a time Ishekiri administrative office was in Ishekiri to rule over us? Even there was a time they bring a Yoruba man to rule, to control Benin from Saple. It's just that the Robo present didn't allow him to be very comfortable. They now moved it to Warri. That's why you see mix up of they were trying to promote that Bishop Ajayi Crowther language to enable to manipulate the Shekiris. How come the Shekiris are Yorubas? When you see people like Rhino, that bastard, claiming that the Shekiris are Yorubas, I would just be wondering how. They have the Jebus along the waterway, which is the Benin waterway. Yorubas are predominantly Oyo and Osun, not Jebu. Jebu have no relationship with them. Today they say Shekiri. You see different versions. Even the Shekiri, Ogiame, a title owned by Benin, a king owned by Benin, who was just like a ballet or administrator. What about Koko, who died along the war? Koko, the British, he committed suicide. They fought the British. They now attacked him the way they attacked him. Who was Koko working for? Today, the Atlantic shore that belongs to her, that woman in Ondo and his partner in Benin, Joshua Ajayi. I won't call him my enemy. It's my brother. I don't blame him. He's from Musen. They're my brother. Husseins are bearing our name. They are the same thing. But I don't know why he's changed. It's like the other one in Europe. What's the name? There's one other one Sam boy who was promoting Benin against Biafra. All of a sudden, he started promoting Ishan or Ishan against us. So, my own take here on this matter. Those of you who are slandering the Benin name, the Igbos, the Yorubas, or we are. I don't want to say some things I have in my book, I've seen, some research I've done, not on the internet. People are sending me texts and information. I don't want it's like insulting, being tribalist and all those things. Look at the other Robo guy in London who was just talked down on Benin. So the issue here is that we're not yesterday people. The more you drag Lagos with us and ridicule us in Lagos, you become to have problem. As long as Benin bloodline and indigenousship is here, if you go against us and call us name, you will not succeed. You'll be useless. It's not my word. You'll be useless. Go and mark my word. That's why I say a lot of them, you have 50 years old man will be living with his mother in one room, and that house is not their house. Go and look at them from Fadeyi to Nikma, from Nikma to Ajegule, everywhere. Have you ever seen Benin's living under the bridge or raided or living in that Makoko front? They are not there. We have culture. We have the way we live our life. Don't claim a land that is not your own. You are homeless. You are telling you this is Yoruba land. Is Lagos a cool part of your empire? That's my question. Claim me. It's not part of your empire. You are a stranger. Go and also look for money the way other people are looking for money. Don't be claiming Lagos. Don't be threatening people. Thank you.
Okay, so now don't watch am and now don't hear from him mouth now. Okay, so more dive into comment section as usual. So the what's it called? The Edo stands. Edo stands can say thanks for the good work. Don't stop. Don't stop educating them. Now waiting Edo stand talk without to say thanks for the good work, making not stop educating them. Usas can say Baba, do you live Baba, may you live long, oh boy. You can go write you. Baba, may you live long. Thank you very much. Baba, may you live long. Thank you very much. Okay. Then Kingsley can say, good evening, bro. Please, do you still have clients that want to? That one just go off. So that one go off the whole matter. Old Unity say, everyone knows Lagos was never part of Western region. So he say everyone knows Lagos was never part of Western Union. Godwin ID say thanks for the information, bro. Osas Show one can say thank you for saying the truth. So now waiting them talk for the comment session be that. So now him be the thing. Okay, somebody can say S too good can say he can't list them 1, 2, 3. The first one can say Benin was massively involved in slave trade and human rituals. First. Second, because Benin gain control of Lagos through war and they lose it through war too. 3, he say I'm Yoruba from Ijebu, Igbo. Then the same Kenneth Obarai can reply in message say the real Ijebu man is not part of your empire tribe. Ijebu Ode has no traditional relationship with Oyo. So now wetin he come tell the guy backward. Come have after the 3 listing when he list, he come reply and back tell am say see wetin dey, see wetin dey. So it is good for us to learn from history. It is good for us to know our history, even though some persons no dey want make dey accept am, but it is our history and it is our history. Nothing can change it. So just at the Benin, they made one mistake then. All the towns they conquered, all the towns that people migrated to, they should have made sure that they speak that language and nothing will change that language. If it had been so, everybody will for the see am very clear say Benin get branch reach here, Benin get branch reach here. So what's your thoughts regarding this matter? So please leave it on the comment section and help in sharing your end.